and learn over, like a baby. Read.
For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little and there a little.
Thank you, sister. That's how you read the Bible. So if you try to read the Bible like a Harlequin novel, like you do a comic book or a novel that you might have seen on Oprah, you're not going to get it. Because the Bible starts in one verse in Jeremiah, and it can finish in Isaiah. And then it may pick up in Matthew. The same thing. Then it may link to Revelations. So unless you know someone, or the Lord put the Spirit on you to connect the dots, you cannot understand the mystery of the Bible. That's why there's so many doctrines, because people are reading it wrong. And there's no teachers to tell them they're reading it wrong. There's a manual on how you read the Bible, sister and brothers. It's a manual. So that's why your preachers don't know, because instead of them learning the precepts according to the Spirit of the Most High, they get their doctrines just handed down to them from these books. The Purpose-Driven Life by da-da-da-da-da. Next thing you know, everybody in the church buying the Purpose-Driven Life. Now you're looking at the Bible based on this guy who came up with the Purpose-Driven Life. Who's this guy? Who is he? Why do I need another book to understand this book? T.D. Jakes. How to Live and Love.
Emotions.
Da-da-da. This guy, that guy. Why? You know why they writing books, sister? Because they don't understand this one. That's why. That's why. We will not write a book. The Bible tells us how we must link scriptures together. And you go into some of these preachers' houses, they have more of these other books that talks about the Bible than the Bible itself. They stay in these other books. That's the mistake we're making, sis. And we're trying to show you that there's a key. Not the badge of it, just to show you that, listen, that we've been taught the wrong way. It's time for us to go into the Bible, through the precepts, and get the true understanding. Now let's go over one chapter. Isaiah 29 and start at 9. Stay yourselves in wonder.
Isaiah 29, verse 9. Everybody got it?
Yeah.
Verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink.
So the Lord is like, look at these people. Stay yourselves and look at them. Look at them and wonder. They're drunk, but they're not drinking wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. That's our people. How many people in this session today have been a member of more than one church? Raise your hand since you've been born. That's everybody. So that's what the Lord is seeing here. You're staggering from over this church. So how can I relate myself to the book? Okay? Read on.
Which men deliver to one that is learned.
So you go to a guy that went to a theologian seminary school and say what?
Saying, read this, I pray thee.
So you go to your preacher and say, hey man, these brothers was teaching some stuff. I need you to give me some understanding on that. And what do they say?
And he saith, I cannot.
I can't deal with that right now. Why?
For it is sealed.
Because we don't know. I have to get back with you. Now, how many of you done went to your pastors or other people in your congregation and say, well, what's up with this? And they say they're going to get back with you. By a show of hands.
Still waiting now, too.
Huh? Still waiting. And you know what? You're not going to get the answer. Because it's not being taught in the theologian seminary college. Somebody pass me that slave sign real quick.
I have a question.
I'm going to open it up for you. I'm going to let you deal with every question you need, sister. Here's the problem, okay? Here's the problem. All right? Hold that for me. Hold that right there for me. Thank you. Let me get on this side. Here's the problem.
Should have bought the pastor.
Yeah, you should have bought the pastor. Here's the problem, all right? These people came on cargo slave ships, right? You know about it. Deuteronomy 28. You shall go into Egypt again with ships, and there you shall be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And no man shall buy you, which means redeem or save you out of your condition. See, a lot of people think Barack Obama is going to save you, but no. All right? That's Christ's job. Okay? These people were prophesied out of the Bible to come over here. We are the children of these slaves. These were not normal people. These people were not Africans. Okay? Now, if they would have taught you in your churches who you were, and let you know that you are people of law and dignity and honor, there'll be less drugs, less killing, less misogyny against women, less disrespect against each other. You have families that will respect their children, children that will respect their parents, because we are people of law. But if you drag them over here and teach them that the only thing they need to learn is to work and to be slaves, okay, then what you got to do is you have to put this guy over there, who's the first Baptist preacher, Reverend Josiah Henson. Who was he? The first Uncle Tom. He was in charge of making the slaves feel good in their slavery every Sunday. Work 6 days a week, skip the Sabbath, worship the sun on Sunday, because the Europeans were doing that during slavery, and put this Stephen Fletcher Negro, because that's what he was, over the congregation and teach the people nothing. Make them feel good, so when they go to work Monday, they feel good. He was the first preacher that was put over the congregations. And they had to make sure that the doctrine that he pushed was a doctrine that was being handed down from the slave plantations. Okay? Now, they found something that worked, so they incorporated this like a McDonald's. Now you got this guy on every other corner still doing the same mess. When really, if this guy would have really read the Bible, he would have took these people straight to Deuteronomy 28, straight off the boat. Listen, brother, don't you know y'all just came off the boat? That's in the Bible. Y'all the Jews. Simple. See, but doctrine have destroyed us. Whose doctrine? Whose doctrine? How do you expect someone to drag your behind over here and tell you that you're the Jews? So what's going to be in their doctrine? Lies. Give me the other one, please. Please. I'm going to show you some doctrine since we were talking about doctrine. Y'all going to feel real good about this. Oh, this is beautiful.
It's nice.
Oh my. I just feel, look, it got the halo. I mean, something just, you know, my heart just got light when I just grabbed this. Like, look at this, man. This now I say, we bring out the Bible that we're the Jews, that this earth will not get in order until we stand as the people of the Most High and get the earth in order. Because the world we see today is an example of God's people not being in their right position. Okay? We'll argue against that. But no, we pull this out. You can't argue this. No. Because what came with the Christianity we teach and we learn today? This guy. But no one is picking in the churches about this. You get mad at us. But no one is going to their church and saying, who's this guy? Alright? Cesar Borgia, second son of Alexander VI, Pope of Rome. Rodrigo Borgia's wicked son was put up as Jesus Christ. None of you going to question, but you'll question us all day. We're just telling you that you're just a chosen people of the Most High. Excuse us. But no, that's not good enough for you. No, I just want to be a slave. I just want to know that Cesar Borgia and I love my Jesus. That's all I want to hear. Okay? All these images came with an agenda. And the agenda was aimed at the chosen people, so that you could never think that you were anything greater than a slave. That's the truth. So now we understand when Christ says in Matthew 24 that you shall be persecuted and hated of all nations for my name's sake. Christians might not get hated for what they're doing, but I know we're being hated for this. Okay? Because this is truth. It can't be denied, and no Christian or any other religion for that fact, or for that matter, can go into that Bible and prove that what we're teaching is wrong. Because if they could have done it, they would have did it already. If they could prove that we wasn't the Jews, they would have been.
Incoherent speeches in town.
What you talking about?
It's words you need to know.